And thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Hester to return from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Prescott. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Interesting call there. They went for two even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, because
right?
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for two there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, it's Simpson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Allen going to throw, and that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. First down, Prescott. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now to the left side and caught by Hester.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Now Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. It's complete. He's got Gronk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills' offense back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, nifty footwork. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Yards remain on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 79 yards on the ground for him so far. Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Going right back to Fant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
The Bills on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. Then we got in these situations and they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. It's a pretty simple formula, Charles. A field goal, all you need, that wins you the game.
And the most confident guys going out on the field to direct their teams, they've probably already talked to their kicker before they went out and let him know, don't worry, you've got a chance to be a hero in this one. I'll set you up, you just knock it through the post. His plan, get the team downfield and get them into position. They've gone over it many times in practice. That's how he's going to approach it.
And now on the sideline, everyone stay away from the kicker. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Here's Prescott.
This one taken in by Hester. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Here's Dak. He'll get this to Elliott.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Eight yards to go on second down. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Now Prescott.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Now Dak.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This is Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.